Hi, my name's Joanne and I'm a senior at UCLA. You probably clicked on this video because you're trying to do some research on what college to attend this coming school year, and that's an exciting place to be. My friends also know that this can be a stressful time for some, and so we made this video to help students in your position. Here we'll be asking a few seniors from UCLA, UC San Diego, and UC Berkeley about their experiences over the past 4 years. So let's get started.
I chose UCLA because the campus looked nice and it was probably one of the best schools I applied to.
I was attracted to UCSD by its location. As a biology major, I really appreciate the job opportunities that come with all the biotech companies around UCSD. And I was also drawn to UCSD by how sunny it is over here in San Diego.
So I chose the school in this order of priority. 1, nearness to home, that was a huge factor. 2, it's definitely the interesting name that Berkeley has, Berkeley. And lastly, 3, for my parents especially, it's the #1 public university ranking that Cal has.
The feel of the campus is pretty chill. Everyone is pretty nice if you ask. Yet everyone is still pretty studious. To get connected, you need to join an activity or a club to be a part of, or else UC Socially Dead will be your reality.
We're called UC Socially Dead because it's not a party school and campus life is available, but it's very studious and you definitely can find your group and fit in if you make an effort.
I definitely believe that there are a lot of communities in which you can be a part of or join on this campus, and there's a lot of social opportunities. To name a few, there's AFX, which is a huge dance community we have here at Cal, and you'll probably realize that when you spend the first 2 weeks here at Cal, you realize there's a lot of dance communities. That or community service organizations, there's culture-specific organizations and intramural sports, and yeah, so college has seriously been and is still a great place and time to explore the many interests that you may have.
So UCLA is super diverse with a ton of students. It's a little scary at first when you attend your first class with like 300 students, but you kind of get used to it. As for the campus, the buildings and the scenery are amazing. My favorite building is Kaplan Hall. I used to take naps at the second floor library after class and before class and sometimes during class.
I wanted to start fresh from high school, so I was really eager about college. I wanted to just have fun as well as pursue academics, but also make a lot of friends and try out the many social opportunities that a college could provide me.
For me, coming to college, I was just looking forward to get a job to help support my family, and I thought maybe I can make a few friends that I can occasionally get in contact with after graduating.
I was really looking forward to the free time I would have with the new college schedule. No more 7 a.m. zero period. And the biggest thing I was looking forward to was taking classes about things I was actually interested in. Like this one time, I took an architecture class. We looked at a lot of domes. That was dope.
I was really pleasantly surprised by the number of resources that were available at UCSD. So there's career counseling, student orgs, and resource centers that are really focused on developing students professionally and just making sure that they do okay in school. But I think one way I kind of maybe felt a little disappointed my first year was when I found out how difficult it is to make friends. I just remember my freshman year, I was so scared that I wouldn't be able to find a decent group of just people to hang out with that I really clung on to my suite mates. And I ended up letting go a lot of my morals and values to hang out with a group of people that I found a really hard time developing deeper relationships with.
I ended up learning a lot of stuff I enjoyed through my classes. And with all my free time, I picked up a few interesting skills along the way, like fixing my bike and building computers. I also got pretty good at making Excel documents.
Something unexpected for me was finding out that I wouldn't like the major I had chosen for myself and having to make the most of that. Another unexpected thing for me was I found myself much more committed to a church when I had originally planned to only go occasionally.
So my initial idea of Cal had been that I thought the people here were cold, super ambitious, competent, plain scary, intimidating, given their #1 public school in the US ranking. So inevitably, my first 2 semesters here at Cal, I felt a deep imposter syndrome, I felt low self-esteem. But in my past 4 years here at Cal, I was very surprised to find out how wrong I was, because people are really friendly here and you have so much opportunity to get to know someone and get to know their struggles, who they are, their interests, and their backgrounds. That's way beyond their exterior. So one of the best parts about Cal for me is definitely, hands down, the people that I meet and talk to. And I think this diverse student population at Cal offers this to any incoming student who comes here.
I think something unexpected was just the amount of relationships and that I was able to make, because I wasn't really that relationally focused or relational oriented, I guess, when I entered university. Rather, I was really focused on trying to get a job, trying to make sure I could provide for my family. And I'm really grateful that God has led me to a community of people who have shown me so much unconditional love, and I think I just can really see how this is such a blessing in my life, because I was so focused on getting a high-paying job after coming to college. And right now with COVID-19, it's, the job market is getting more and more difficult, and there's a lot of emotional strain that comes with facing a virus, not just for professional aspects of my life, but also personal as well. And because of this community of people who support me and have just really been the foundation of my college life, I've been able to hold my ground during these really unexpected and uncontrollable times.
Well, there's 2 things I didn't expect to get out of my time in college. First, I changed my career path. I came in as a biochem major, trying to do pharmaceutical research, but I decided I wanted to go to med school instead. That didn't work out, so I went back to research. Now I'm studying computer science. So if you don't know what you want to study in college right now, it's okay. The second thing I didn't expect was getting plugged into a Christian fellowship my sophomore year. Coming into college, I wasn't really interested in religion, but by coincidence, I got to meet some really cool people who invited me out, and I'm still here today.
Don't stress out too much about picking the right school or feeling disappointment from not getting to your dream school. This is only the beginning of everything, and it really comes down to what you choose to do with the 4 years you have in college.
It's okay if you don't pick the perfect school. Every college is going to have its pros and cons, and it's more about what you make of it than the school itself. So if you're thinking about going to a large school, then there's going to be so many people and so many things to do there that you're going to be able to find a way to fit in. And if for whatever reason you can't find a way to fit in and make it work, then that's okay. You know what? Life is not linear, and picking college is just one part of that. So if you make the wrong decision and pick a school that you don't like, then you can always transfer or take a year off or even drop out and learn some new skills. And it's okay. If you got into a UC school, that is a huge accomplishment, and that means that you're going to be okay no matter what you decide. So just do your research and pick what seems right to you, and then just go and make the most of it and try to make the most of it no matter what happens.
So my top advice to incoming freshmen, don't be afraid to ask for help. I had a rough transition coming into my freshman year, and I had a lot of questions and a hard time articulating some of the struggles that I was going through. But I found that having college mentors, peers, Christian mentors to listen to me and to guide me during this time was super helpful, and it made that time so much easier.
Don't worry so much about the ranking of your school. College really is what you make it. So try to explore new things, be open to new ideas, and maybe even take an architecture class. I think these things will make your college experience a lot more fruitful and enjoyable.
So we hope what we shared was helpful in making your decisions about college, and we'll be releasing a lot more videos like these about college life or life at UCLA. And so if you have any more questions or topics that you're curious about, let us know in the comments. And with that, we'd like to say, good luck!
Good luck! You got this.